ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation continues from Surat Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the fifth Nanak, and the recitation. Surat Mahalla Panjwa, Karan Karavan Har Antarjami, जन अपने की राखै. जय जयकार होत जग भीतर, शब्द गुरु रस चाखै. So Karan Karavan Har, Karan Karavan Har Antarjami. Karan Karavan is to do, to cause, to happen. What is being said is that the Har, the self within, is actually the Antarjami, the inner knower. It is both the doer and the cause, as well as the protector. Jan apne ki rakhe. So this line at the very top is emphasizing agency and protection. What is being said is that you should give up your illusion of self-control and learn to trust a deeper guiding intelligence within the self. This is the organizing field, if you will, if you want to look at it from a systems perspective. It is the organizing field. So it is the all-pervasive organizing field of which you are a part. And it is intimately aware of all your inner states. It doesn't have to be told. They're being reflected within it. Thoughts, intentions, emotions, even those that we hide from ourselves. So this Antarjami has also been called Puran Paramesar, the Supreme Being, knows everybody's mind without our having to state it. And so it is not some outside entity or an auditor that is actually taking note of your thoughts. It's awareness in which your thoughts appear. There's no difference in that awareness. That is divine awareness. So because it is the very awareness, the very ground on which you stand, there is no hiding. So it is no passive inner observer, it is the living presence. And then what happens is, Jai Jaikar hot jag bhitar, sabad guru ras chakhe. Jai Jaikar, of course, is acclaim, praise, hailing something. When you hail a victory, Jai Jaikar. Hot jag bhitar, in the world. Praise resounds in the world. Sabad Guru Ras Chakhe, the essence of the Guru's Sabad, wisdom. Now, generally speaking, English translations tend to render this line as acclaim within the world. But that is not Gurbani, really, because that is not Gurbani's concern. Public applause is not what Gurbani is looking for. So the jag here, the world, bhitar, jag bhitar, inside the world, it's referring to the inner world of the mind. That is where one experiences acclaim. What that means is one experiences self-validation. Jai Jaikar hot jag bhitar, not this outside world, but within. A very crucial difference. This is inner resonance and joy that naturally begins to radiate when you are steeped in this transformative world. In the Rahau, Prabhuji, this is addressing the self as beloved, Prabhuji, or even as an honorific. Teri ot Gusai, I seek your sanctuary. Gusai. Gosai means master of the world. It is an epithet that is used for Krishna and meant the protector of the herd of cows. That is a metaphor for the world. So I seek your sanctuary. O Master, Tu Samarath, you are all capable, all skillful. Saran ka data, Saran, the sanctuary that I seek, you are the owner of that sanctuary. Aath Pahar, in all watches of the day and night. The Indian systems believe there are 8 watches to the day and night, each consisting of 3 hours. So Aath Pahar means 24 hours, day and night. Tumhe tyai, I keep you in my mind, meaning I'm assimilated with you. That's the injunction here. Prabji teri ot gusai, tu samrath saran ka data, aath pahar tumhe tyai. This is the central emotional pivot. This is the inner posture that one has to adopt, and it is a posture of reliance. This is that secure attachment that we have been talking about, foundational trust. You have to have this as a base in order to be resilient, in order to change, without which change becomes impossible. You will freeze in fear otherwise. The second verse, after the Rahau, Jo jan bhajan kare prabh tera, tise andesa nahi, Satgur charan lage pau mitya, har gun gaye man mahi. So Jo jan, Jo whoever, jan a devotee, a seeker, used variously. It is also used for an enlightened being, but here it is seeker. Jo jan bhajan kare. Bhajan, generally translated as the remembrance or singing of praise, but it actually means to join, to run towards. So seekers who are seeking you, Prabh, Jo jan bhajan kare Prabh tera. Prabh, of course, is the Supreme Being. So those devotees who engage in this process of trying to move towards you, tisa, they, andesa nahi. Andesa, they're not worried. They don't have any doubts. They're completely clear in what they are doing. What do? Satgur charan lagge. Here Satgur refers to Gurbani. Satgur charan lagge, to the teachings of the Guru. Because if you remember, the previous verse had Shabad Guru. So Satgur charan lagge. So those who engage with the teachings of the Guru, pao mitya, fear is erased. And what happens subsequently? Har gun gaye. This again literally means to sing, praise, but what it means is cultivation of virtue. Man mahi, within the mind. So this is an internal process. So your mind has to reorient itself with the help of the Guru. And that brings about a shift from a state of threat, from a state of fear, to a more reflective, assured outlook. Moving on. Sukh sahaj anand ghanere Satgur diya dilasa जिन कर आए soba seti पूर्ण hui asa. So here's the result. The Guru mentions Sukh. We translate it as peace, but that is rather superficial. It means a state of well-being, when there is a general feeling of satisfactoriness. Sahaj, again, spontaneity. You're in a relaxed state. Sahaj, sahaj, that which was born with you, literally. And what was born with you was a state of repose, a state of relaxation that you have lost. Anand, bliss. Ghanere, a lot. Satguru diya dilasa, when the Guru reassured me through its teachings. What did the Guru reassure me about? It actually showed me who I really was. I was not the ego that was afraid, that was fearful, that was threatened. Once Satguru diya dilasa, once I was reassured, Sukh, Sahaj, Anand, Ghanere, intensity. So this is the motive of a homecoming. This is what happens when you do spiritual work. It's therapeutic. Jin ghar jinni kar aaye soba seti. Jinni kar aaye, those who have returned to their home, meaning to their core, to their center, to the presence. Puran hoi asa. Puran, again, completeness, wholeness. Asa, expectations. Because then there are really no expectations left. So this is the integration of the self. Your deepest aspirations are met, not necessarily literally, but because you are now looking at the world differently. There is a sense of fulfillment because you have recognized your true identity. And in conclusion, Pura Gur Puri Mat Jaki. So it should read Pura Gur Puri Mati Jaki Puran Prabh ke Kama Gur Charani Lag Taryo Pavasagar. Gur Charani Lag Taryo Pavasagar Japi Nanak Har Har Nama. So here's the metaphor again of Taryo Pavasagar. When Pura Gur Puri Mati Jaki, when I received perfect wisdom from the perfect Guru, I was restored, Purna Prabh ke Kama, because the Prabh is wholesome, is whole, I became whole. And then Gurcharni Lag Taryo Pavasagar. That is how I ferried myself across this very fearful ocean of existence, Pavasagar. How? Nanak Har Har Nama. By reorienting myself to the wisdom of Nam. Nam is wisdom, divine wisdom. So this is how the process works. You have to establish trust. You have to seek the Guru's guidance. It will actually show you who you really are, And that will bring to you a sense of ease, a sense of well-being. And you will then look at the world very differently and cross over. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.